And welcome back, everyone, to Fresh Start Cup Day 2. We are going into our final round of groups. It's Killer Bees versus Team Zero on Tower Control on Starfish main stage. So I'm super excited. How about you, Milana?
I am really, really excited. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Killer Bees will do.
Yeah, you said you have a friend that's on there, right?
I do, and she's wonderful, and she is just like such a great person. So I'm really excited.
Yay! Yeah, I think you can go ahead and shout her out if you want.
Mama Kelly, this is for you.
She is so awesome. I got to meet her at Beacon, and she's so sweet and nice, and just a really great person. So I completely agree with you there.
Yeah,
super
she's just
wonderful.
so sweet.
Yeah.
But of course, no bias here.
None at all. We're always, completely neutral. It's just everybody wants to see some great Splatoon. So that's kind of what it's going to come down to today, seeing these awesome teams go in. I'm pretty sure I can take a look at this bracket actually, because I'm pretty sure we can almost see who our top teams are that we could say would be going in. So we're just waiting for, I think, one more member to ready up. And we do have a couple of standings that we could say. Sleepy Warriors, who we did not see on stream, and Static Intelligence, also who we didn't see, and Rose Knight and Miraku look like they're both their top. But this is an opportunity for Killer Bees to kind of come forward. If they win this set, they could be one of the two to break out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really, really looking forward to this. This is going to be great.
So it looks like what we have here is kind of a little bit of a traditional comp that I would expect from both teams coming in for tower control. And coming onto this map so far, it looks like they're both trying to kind of get control of mid. Here we have Mama Kelly actually coming in, looking to shark around a little bit and kind of get this flank, maybe get a couple of picks.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely played her in League. You guys have probably seen her in League. If you play it, her name is very like dots and lines in the letters. But she is a mean roller. Very, very mean roller.
Yeah, I know that she was on Grind Time and they played at Long Island Spot 3. So, definitely like a really fun team. And all the players are really great. So I'm super excited to see getting those nice picks, popping in with that splashdown, moving forward, trying to make sure that Stingray doesn't do enough damage for keeping the tower.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like Killer Bees is making a really, really strong push, right to the goal.
Yeah, they just need to be on a couple more seconds, and that's it. That's game. Very nice knockout on the side of Killer Bees. Having the team come in, you can see how you were saying earlier, like, oh, we can see how we lost. Look at that map control all the way up into spawn of the side of Team Zero.
Yeah, that's usually how I know when we either do really well or really bad.
Yeah.
But that was a very, very strong game for Killer Bees.
Definitely. Great set there. So the next one we're going into is going to be Clamblitz on the Reef. So this is kind of like a quintessential Splatoon 2 map, and I think every commentator always talks about it as that. But Clamblitz on this map is not my favorite, actually.
I agree. It's a very strange Clamblitz map for me. I don't play it very well.
No, I don't either. I find it really difficult and challenging to be able to kind of break through and make sure that you can get into the basket. And I find it a little bit difficult to defend, too, because it's kind of hard. There's so many different ways that the opposite team can kind of come in and score some clams.
Yeah. And there, I believe, is a replay of that final push.
Yeah, that roller did get a nice pick, but a couple of members of Killer Bees were ready to just jump right back onto the tower and push it to that those knockout seconds.
And that is what great teamwork looks like, to be able to just step in when your teammates are struggling and to like kind of carry their load a little bit.
Completely. I completely agree.
But I think what's challenging about Clamblitz on the Reef is that the basket is kind of like in a little pocket. Mm-hmm. And if you're standing up next to it, it's a little bit hard to like see around, because there's also that wall on the left side of the basket that makes it hard for you to kind of, I don't know, it's like hard for me to aim. I don't know. It makes me feel weird.
No, I completely agree with you. I think you're absolutely right with placement. It's very difficult to kind of to make sure that you're there. You need to kind of be right on plat to be able to get a lot of those clams, the single clams in. There's not really a good position where you can set up and be far like Kelp Dome per se, where you could be on mid and kind of jump and toss some of those clams in. So it's a little bit of a closer set. So here we go into Clam Blitz on the reef. Once again, seeing that Slosher Deco on the side of Team Zero with the ball. And I believe it's the gal that has the ball on the side of Killer Bees.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I am not very good at knowing specials.
No, I always said that I was going to make some flashcards, and then I haven't had time yet. So, something there, it's a challenge. There's a lot of weapons in this game, and new ones keep getting released.
Yeah, my memory is not good. Oh, look at that. Passing clams, being a good teammate.
Yeah, and they kind of, there we go. So that ball comes in from the Slosher Deco. Even though the ball does get popped and they do go down, the bubbles come in right after it. So this is an opportunity for them to throw the power clam in. Unfortunately, it looks like Killer Bees was able to break the barrier first, so we didn't really see what was going on that side. But Bubbles came in over there too, and that was going to cause, give them an opportunity to break the barrier.
And I think that is a really risky, but sometimes really rewarding strategy where if you know the other team is like about to make a push, you make that push in to counter it. And if you make it there first, you can watch their ball kind of whiff on the ground.
Yeah. It's so true. That counter push is extremely, extremely strong in this if you're, set up for it. Nice double there, and the ball coming in with not many clams, but just going to try to create an opportunity for the teammates maybe to jump in. But doesn't look like anyone was really ready. They didn't have a lot of clams there.
Yeah. Every time someone tosses a clam to their teammate, I just think of the times two people just toss clams at each other and then they both die.
Yeah. I completely agree with you.
I definitely have those moments. A lot of those moments.
Yes.
But I think bubbles are especially deadly in this level just because that little pocket, if you send the bubbles that way, it's like pretty much the whole pocket where the basket is.
Oh, yeah, there's no way to get away from them. There's nowhere you can hide, and there's no way to get away. Jumping in under the basket. Ooh, beautiful. Taking the lead with 2 power clams into that basket, even though it is a team wipe after it. That was a nice, solid push, and exactly kind of what we want to see, those perfect jumps.
Yeah, and it looks like Killer Bees is really taking that in stride and really pushing up, turfing, and making sure that the Team Zero can't come back as easily as they would have otherwise.
Yeah, and it looks like Killer Bees got one more power clam in. It's not enough to take the lead. They don't have anyone there that they can jump through, so that power clam that's off to the side is going to unfortunately despawn before they can get there. And they are holding fast with their second power clam that they have. But it was a nice push and just something that they need to, they were trying to organize and just didn't come together in time.
Yeah. And that just comes back to the fact that I think Clam Blitz requires the most teamwork out of all the modes in Splatoon so far. Anyway.
I completely agree with you there. And right there, it looks like Killer Bees was able to make that push and get another power clam in, and 2 power clams in, and a couple of solo clams. So definitely great job there, able to break down that point a whole lot.
Yeah, and using those splashdowns to break down those bubbles was really smart.
Completely. Mama Kelly sharking around, looking for a couple picks, trying to play a really nice defense here. At this point in the game, they have a nice solid lead. Of course, it's lovely. It's always nice to get a knockout. But Clam Blitz is very difficult, especially when you have a penalty like that. So, it's at the point where, kind of like, okay, well, we can play a really solid defense, make sure that the other team can't do a whole lot. And they did it again. They are able to break through and get a couple more solo clams in. They just need 1 power clam and 2 singles to take that as a knockout. But I don't think they're going to get there in time.
Yeah, it looks like they only have 5 clams in their possession. 5? I don't, 1? I can't even see.
No, I think you were right. They did have 5, and then they went down. Someone was tossing a few, so. It's, pure chaos on here.
Yeah. I think the Killer Bees are playing very, very aggressively, which can be good and can work against you sometimes too. But it seems to be working out for them pretty well. And there goes Team Zero with another clam. 2? 1?
1. It looked like 1 into the basket. But yeah, definitely they only really need 1 more and they would be able to take the lead. But I think time is going to end and the barrier goes up, and that is a win for Killer Bees. So that was a great job. They were able to 2-0 that set because we are playing best of 3. And that's, I think, the first 2-0 our whole day.
I think the first round might have been 1-2.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
No Names League did knock out with the 2-0.
But I think in general, these teams are pretty evenly matched. And even if they lost the set, I think there's definitely a lot to be learned from just being in the competitive environment and playing as a team.
Oh, completely. I think anytime that you have an opportunity, like you said, coming to a LAN, your first LAN, if this is someone's first tournament, anytime you play through that is going to be a great learning experience. So it was really awesome to watch them all.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's so much fun. So next up, we're going to be going into our top 6, which is a single Elim bracket, 2 best of 5s for semifinals, and then 1 best of 7. So, yeah.
But that was my last round to commentate. It was really, really fun working with you, Melissa, as always.
Yes, it's always so great to work with you. See, this is what I mean. I want to turn to you.
But I'm turning to my webcam.
Yeah. I want to hug you. Thank you so much for being here and for everything that you've done today. It was so awesome to work with you. Yeah, Prodigy is coming over to hug the screen. It's exactly what I want to do.
Wait, hug.
Yeah.
I'm offended. Now he has to hug the screen.
Aww. Aw, and it's not even on camera. Absolutely. It's so much fun. Always great to have you here. And I can't wait to see you for Long Island Summer Splat in just a month and a couple weeks. So it's going to be so much fun.
I'm so excited. And for those of you in chat who haven't signed up for Long Island Summer Splat, that's where you have to be and what you have to do.
Totally. So go ahead and shout out all your social media one more time, and thank you again.
Twitch.tv/Milana, Milana TV for Twitter, and whatever. Just find me. I'm literally in every channel all the time, so you will see me around.
It's so true. She's so supportive of the entire Splatoon community. Definitely a rock star, a gem among everyone here, and has been so much fun to work with you. I love commentating with you.
It's really, really fun. I'm really excited that I got this opportunity again.
Me too. So thank you so much, Milana. It was great having you, and we will be back very soon with the beginning of our semifinals. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.